Hello, you are welcome to the News in Brief on Graphic Online. In the headlines, a platform to discuss Ghana's mission for digital innovation has been opened in Accra. Bank of Ghana raises policy rate to 14.5%. Ghana Institute of Journalism Alumini urged to contribute to school. GIJ to start Mphil and PHD programs. And religious bodies urged to contribute to national security. And now the news in brief. An event to celebrate the accomplishment of Ghana's digital innovation ecosystem is underway. Dubbed the Ghana Digital Innovation Week, the event features over 20 exclusive conversations, plenaries and presentations on the theme, mobilizing collective action and investment to catalyze growth in Ghana's digital innovation ecosystem. Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia had this to say at the event.
This Ghana Digital Innovation Week will serve as a platform to discuss and define a common national vision that drives digital innovation and generates wide interest and prompts concrete actions in the policy, legislative, regulatory spaces and the needed hard infrastructure. Furthermore, let us use this opportunity to highlight our nation's achievements in the digital innovation ecosystem and lead the conversation on how best Ghana can position itself to drive its development agenda through inclusive and collaborative stakeholder participation in the ecosystem. It is through an open, inclusive, and participatory process where the voices of all can be heard in crafting Ghana's digital future.
The Bank of Ghana says it is increasing its policy rate from 13.5% to 14.5%, 6 months after cutting the benchmark rate. The bank says the increment is necessary to help contain significant risk to inflation and dampen emerging pressure on the cedi.
The central bank made this known in a statement issued by the Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Ernest Addison. It explained that the move is a prompt policy action to re-anchor inflation expectations to safeguard the central bank's price stability objective. According to the statement, it is the second in more than 3 years since March 2018 when the rate was last increased.
The Deputy Rector of the Ghana Institute of Journalism, Professor Erikopoku Mensah, is urging graduates of higher education institutions to constantly contribute to their alma mater. He says many old students tend to focus more attention on their secondary schools than to the tertiary institutions.
Professor Mensah explained that despite majority of the alumni acquiring higher education elsewhere, GIJ will remain the foundation of what they have acquired. He says all alumni of GIJ must be proud of the school as it has provided them with the knowledge needed to build upon themselves. Professor Mensah said this when the 2001 year alumni group donated some books to the institute last Friday at the North Jolu campus in Accra. The donation was to help augment the collection of books in the institute's library and help students in their studies.
I think that all alumni of higher education institutions should be proud of their school. And so far as I'm concerned, I've had opportunities to study outside the country and also within the country. And it's important that what we become or what we've become should be largely credited to our school, because if you take our certificates, so far as our first degree certificates are concerned, if you take it technically, you are removing your very foundation. And all of us, what we have become has been built upon the foundation which our education that was provided for us during our first degree provided.
Meanwhile, Professor Mensah has hinted that GIJ will start a Master of Philosophy program next academic year to help train more lecturers for teaching and research in media studies. It also explains that it intends to add a Doctor of Philosophy program once the Mphil program gets underway.
GIG for a long time has been running first degree program in communication and media studies. Very soon, we are working very hard fervently to run an Mphil program in the different areas of specialization. and the PhD program is also underway. So all alumni who intend to get back into the teaching profession, so far as media studies is concerned, should look out for GIG next year, and I hope that it's going to be a very beautiful time here for teaching and research. And therefore, anybody who intends to pursue a career in teaching in higher tertiary institution should look out for an Mphil program, different Mphil programs, and PhD, which will be underway soon.
In our final story, the Minister of National Security, Mr. Albert Kandapaa, is calling on religious leaders to become active players in national security issues by raising and letting their voices be heard. He indicates that religious bodies are critical players in safeguarding Ghana's national security, therefore their active participation is crucial.
According to Mr. Kandapaa, the perceived silence of some religious bodies is contributing to the increase of lawlessness in the country. He gave assurances of his ministry's support to activities of religious groups to maximize Ghana's gains in security issues. Mr. Dapaa said this during the opening of a sensitization workshop on the nation's security strategy document for leadership of religious bodies and some key religious leaders in Ghana.
News in Brief is brought to you by Graphic News Plus.
Download your Graphic News Plus now and choose your preferred package daily, weekly, monthly, and annually, and access free news on various interest areas as well. Graphic News Plus, connecting people through news.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you again with another edition. Stay safe and protect yourself from COVID-19. For more news, visit graphic.com.gh or log on to Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube at Graphic GH. I'm Ama Echa Amankwa Befi.
Subscribe now.